What's crazy to me is the stereotype that black people have bad credit, and yet every day you will.
Let's talk about it. So I need y'all to go back and watch her video. And I'm gonna preface this by saying that I'm a hairstylist business coach, but my degree is in decision sciences. I got it from UNT, which is heavy statistics, okay? So in one of my statistics classes, one year we actually built a credit simulator, right? We built a credit simulator and we also built a dice simulator. The dice simulator was fun because I was like, I wanted this to work in Vegas, but I digress. So with the credit simulator, you know how you have the credit application and they ask you all these questions? Each question is weighed differently, okay? So I can go in there as a 42-year-old black woman with a college degree, X amount of debt, X amount of experience living in this area, and a white woman with the exact same credentials will get scored higher because the question that they ask about race, that question right there, when you are a person of color, okay, it you don't get as high of points for your credit score with that question with the credit simulator that we built, which was very, I don't want to say it was eye-opening to me because growing up in America, born in Birmingham, raised in Oak Cliff, like with parents who really taught us a lot about credit and, stuff like that, I'm not surprised. But to actually see it played out in my class before I graduated in 2016, I was like, what the hell, y'all? So prime example, and I've talked about this before. So when I got my car insurance, you know how they ask you certain questions, or do they not ask you? They ask you certain questions, but I guess some questions they assume. So after I took this class, I said, well, let me call my car insurance company because I don't understand why my car insurance is so high when I haven't, done certain things. I haven't had an accident. I haven't got a ticket. Let me call and see. So black woman living in an apartment in Louisville at the time. And I asked the person when I called back, I said, well, what do y'all have my highest level of education as? And she said a high school diploma. I said, why? I said, because had you asked me when I switched over to y'all, this was after I had gotten my degree. And even something as simple as whether or not you have a high school diploma or degree or what level of your degree is actually affects your credit worthiness to an extent as well. And do y'all know that when they put in that I had I had a bachelor's degree, my payment went down. But I was more pissed off when I asked, I said, because why was the assumption that because I'm black, my son, I'm in Louisville, that all I have is a high school diploma and nobody ever asked me when I was filling out my application for this car insurance. I say all that to say her video is 100% correct because when y'all think about like how credit scores are and different things and why they were invented, being in America, it is definitely a racist practice.